Hey guys, welcome. I'm Rob Stewart. I'm the CEO of Auto Dealer License Authority.com. And you're probably wondering why I'm not wearing a suit or have a cool fancy background or any of that stuff. Well, I was advised to actually do that and cause you guys to spend more money or whatever else, but I really just kind of wanted to have a quick video to kind of welcome you to the team, and also kind of explain to you exactly how to actually maximize profits and put money in your pocket, like starting today, right? So, um, I own this company. I started in 2020 doing, buying and selling cars on the side. And just be honest with you, I don't necessarily know the way I was going about doing it was legitimate. So I stopped doing it and researched a way for us not only to have a legal, legitimate process, but also to be able to share my work from home a couple hours a day, maximize passive income, and share my experience with you. So hopefully you can do the same thing. Um, to make a long story short, I started this company because I actually had a really, really bad experience dealing with another person or persons in the industry who, for all intents and purposes, claims themselves to be the end all be all of having a dealer's license without having a lot. But they were very unscrupulous. It was not. It did not take very long for me to just say, okay, I didn't want to have anything to do with those folks, and I cut them loose, and I decided to start my own, and here we are today. So here is the actual website. You can go online and just type in Auto Dealer Licensing Authority or how to get a dealer license without a lot, and our site will actually pop up. We're constantly evolving this site, so if you have any feedback or tips or whatever else, please send me a note. My email address is located down here at the bottom. So right here, if you go down, it'll say Rob at autodealerlicenseauthority.com. You can just shoot me an email there, or find me online or whatever. I'll also put my cell phone number towards the end of the video, so you can call me directly or text. I'm very accessible because I want you to be successful. Without you being successful, we're not successful. So we'll start up here at the top. We'll have this graphic here. You probably saw this. You probably have gone through and decided on which program you want. I'm just going to put a little bit of color and text to exactly what we're doing here, and we'll get into more of this as you move in the process. If you're thinking about it or you haven't signed up yet, I'm not really sure where you are in the decision making process, but if you're looking to put money in your pocket and not have a license or not have a lot, but want to be able to work under a licensed dealer, that's the program that we have here to the left, which is the individual program. So for $399 a month, you can buy and sell as many cars as you want. There's no per car fee. We don't charge an admin fee or anything like that. You can buy and sell as many cars on all the auctions. We have access to over 300 auctions, and then there's hundreds, if not thousands, of more auctions. So if we're not currently registered in an auction that you want access to in your hometown or locally or whatnot, let us know. We'll do the paperwork and get you, access to that within, 24, 48 hours. It generally takes 2 to 3 business days to get access to these auctions, just depending on where they are. So that's the first thing. You buy and sell individuals. So if you're looking for kind of a side hustle gig where you can go in, buy, sell as many cars, friends, family, Facebook, online, whatever else. The program to your left in the light blue is really probably what you're looking for. I kind of started off like that. But then if you're looking for, kind of the big return on investment, the franchise ownership program is probably where you want to be at. So if you have an idea of where you want to have a lot, but you're not really sure if you want to spend the fifty to $60,000 in upfront costs to get started with the licensing, the inspections, the inventory, the staff, and whatnot, then the one on the right is probably your better bet, where we kind of come in, help put that process in still for you, and then we do a profit sharing based on the revenue associated with the dealership itself. We'll set you up for success by providing you with the tools, training, tidbits, do the site surveys for you, the members, and everything else. And you don't have to really worry about it. It's just kind of passive income. You own your own business. We just help run it. So if you're more interested in that, click the darker blue box for us to be able to help you with that sign up. If you go down to the bottom, We've got a couple Google reviews, and these are active members who are currently in the program. I try to use folks that, when you get involved in the program and you get access to the Slack channel and our Facebook group, you'll be able to kind of lean on some of these people who we kind of engage with. I cannot guarantee that when you sign up, they'll still be a part of the team. Some people come in for a season for a reason. Believe it or not, we have folks that just join. They make their quick 20, 40, $50,000, whatever they want, and then they're done. Or we have folks that are here for the long term that make it, a passive income type thing, kind of a side hustle, make it a full-time job. We've got folks that sell insurance. We've got people who are real estate agents on the side that want, additional passive income. So it just really depends on your situation. Either way, I just want you to be successful. I don't really care if you come in for a month, a year. Of course, I want you to stay as long as you want, but at the end of the day, you're grown, you do what you want. We have our kind of intro video, which I'm probably sure you've seen already. If you haven't, just click this video. And one of our folks who actually has been through the program decided to help us out and put a video together. So we let her do that. As you can see, it's there. And then here's our contact details. I kind of want to go over the frequently asked questions for this video before we actually get into the meat and potatoes of how to sign up and move all through that. So some of the things, is this legitimate? There are a lot of scams and people who are nefarious out there. Yes, we are 100% legitimate legal operation. We will partner you with a franchise or co-op dealership that we manage in your local state and territory for you to be able to operate legally. We utilize the DMV's ability to sell vehicles online through Facebook, through OfferUp, Craigslist, eBay. You can also come to the lot and sell it right there at the local dealership as well. We encourage that. We'll offer you the paperwork, the forms, the title services, professional back-end office services. So you don't have to fool with any of that. We take care of all that for you. You'll be given a dealer plate or transport plate, which will allow you to legally transport your purchases to and from the auction and conduct test drives legally, so you don't have to worry about that. It's licensed and insured for that as well. We are licensed, insured, and bonded in the state in which we'll assign you to the dealership. I'm just now starting out. Will I make money in this business? Yes, you will make money. It is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not a pyramid scheme or a Ponzi scheme. So you do have to work at it. But it's pretty straightforward. Buy low, sell high. We will actually take you through a moderated transaction. Basically, a moderated transaction is you will go online, you will find the vehicle you want to purchase, you will purchase that vehicle, and we will walk you through the entire steps of buying it, picking it up, getting it listed, and then showing you how to actually maximize your profitability. And then I'll have additional videos of some of the tips and tricks that I use when I was doing it, still do it, to maximize your profitability, which I think will help you. How is Auto Dealer License Authority different from the other programs? At the end of the day, all the programs are pretty much straightforward as far as how they operate. We get a legal license to operate in the state, and then we assign you as agent or member authorized to sell and buy vehicles through our license. We go over all the actual rules of the roads and regulations, and we run background checks and driver license history check on each one of our members to make sure that we're dealing with fair and ethical people. And then we really want somebody who's coachable. I'm pretty laid back. I want someone who wants to be here for the right reasons, and I want to make sure that you make a lot of money. So at the end of the day, we're different in the way that we make an investment in each one of our members. We just don't want you to come in and buy a couple cars, get a bad experience, crap on us on Google or whatever review, and then leave us, right? Actually, we want to build a team, and that's something that I'm very proud of at this point. We've only lost a couple folks from our beginning. We have retained successfully probably 95, 97% for people from day one are still with us to this day because they're happy with what we do for them, right? We're also looking just to buy or sell one car a month to supplement income. Is this that? Yeah, you can buy one car, 10 cars. I don't really care how many cars you buy. I honestly want you to buy as many as you can afford. We are going to be rolling out at some point in time a financing option. So not for you, but like if your customer comes along and doesn't have all the cash and you're selling cash cars and you want to kind of get into that, $8 to $12 to $15,000 market, which not a lot of people have on them cash. You're dealing with kind of that $3 to $5, $7,000 market. I would say, just depending on where you're at in the world. Um, so I mean, sometimes people just don't have everything they need, and that will allow you to have a little bit more markup in your vehicle. So we are working with some financing companies to allow us to do financing. More to follow on that. We'll be coming out with some additional training on that as well. So that'll open it up. So that's another differential between us and another company. I'm always looking for ways to put more profit in your pocket and give you access to more customers. So, I mean, I guess that's another distinguishing or differential between us. Is joining the dealership member or partner legal? Yes, it is absolutely legal. You will actually get a membership resolution making you a member of the LLC. You'll be a non-voting member, non-equitable member, basically meaning that you have all the rights, privileges, and obligations as a member of our LLC to buy and sell as many cars as you want to the public and to other dealerships. So it will be 100% legal. Will I be getting my dealer's license? Depends. I mean, if you want to get a dealer's license, we will definitely help you on the franchise side of the house. Get your own dealer license because it will be your own dealership. We will help you make a site selection and get it stood up for you and be in partnership with you on that. If you just decide to go with the individual program, you will not be getting a dealer's license. You will be an agent authorized to use our license. That way you don't have to carry the limited liability insurance or general liability insurance and all the headache of the inspectors and or examiners in the jurisdiction in which we are licensed in. So that's kind of the benefit of it, I guess. How do I get registered in my area to obtain an auction bidder card? We will take care of that for you. Once you sign up with us, you will actually go into auction access and register, which I'm going to show you how to do here in a few minutes. And then once you get your auction access ID, we will enroll you into the system and you will have access to that auction. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. How do you go to your auction in your area? You can just look up online, Google, what car auctions are in my area. I'll show you kind of how to do that here in a little bit. But we also have auction access. We're already registered with Manheim, Odessa, IAA, CarMax, Carvana, some of the fleet, large auctions, stuff like that. So we're registered with the major ones. Like I said, there may be something in your local town or area that we're not really privy to that you want to be a part of. Not an issue. Just let us know and we'll get you registered for that. Is this a wholesale? It's both. You have a wholesale and retail, so you can sell to the public privately. So like, individuals off Facebook and offer up, or you can sell to other dealerships, whichever one you prefer. Instead of spending time and resources on your own independent license, since we already have a license, work underneath us. I mean, you're going to spend the money anyway, and you're going to spend a lot more than the $3.99 a month. I can promise you that. So, until you kind of learn the ropes of the business, we have people all the time that come in, they learn from us, they take, kind of the tools and tricks and techniques that we teach them, and then they go out and do their own thing. And I'm okay with that too. Plenty of business for everyone out there. All right. So kind of went over the frequently asked questions. Let's go into the auto auction access. So if you have signed up with us, the first thing you'll do is actually sign up with the membership agreement. And after you sign the membership agreement and you've met me or one of our other team members, we will direct you with the onboarding checklist, right? So let me go over here to the membership agreement. And I'm not really sure what page the onboarding checklist on, but I do want to keep myself honest. So let's go down here. I know this is really, really long. So your onboarding checklist should be down here on page 10. So you complete your application, which you've already done. Now you complete your membership agreement. You've done that. Register for auction access. So that's the third step. That's what we're doing here. So if you've never had auction access before, right, you have to come in here and basically create a username. Now, auction access is $99 a year. There's nothing that I can do about that. It's just a fee that you have to pay in order for them to give you an actual ID number, which we will use to put you into the system to get you a card issued for you to be able to access the auction. I have an auction access ID. Every person has to have one. You can't share them because you have to upload your driver's license and fill out all this information to verify who you are. And it basically just is a database of people to make sure they know who you are when you go to the auction, to be able to buy and sell cars, and you don't just run away after putting bids in. I mean, it's just a database of information. So you'll go through here. You will fill out all this information on this form whenever it pops up. If you don't have a membership, you would just create a membership. And then you'll just fill in all this information, pay your $99, and then you'll send an email over to our team with that auction access ID, and then we will get you enrolled in the membership. In the actual dealership's auction access on that auction. Okay, and then 2 forms of ID. You can send that in your application. You should have access to your client portal at this point in time, or you should be getting that very soon. That 2 forms of ID is just if you decide you want to register with another auction, they're going to ask who we are as a dealership and who are we registering, and generally they will require at least 1, sometimes 2 forms of ID. So if we have that on hand, we don't have to be going back and forth with you on that. We'll keep it, send it over to them, and get you registered and say, this is Joe Smith or whoever else. This is the person that needs access to the auction. So we just keep it on file for you. FedEx account number. If you don't know how to get a FedEx account number, just go to Google right here and type in, right here, how do I obtain a FedEx account number, right? You have to register for a FedEx account number, and then all you're going to do is just go through here and click, FedEx small business or whatever else, and register for an actual account number. I think it's going to be right here. You can just call 1-800-GO-FedEx too. It's easy to do it on the phone. I think I did it on the phone years ago or something. The main reason why you need a FedEx account number is we're going to be shipping your titles to your vehicle to you and your customers. And we need that number to be able to, number one, assign a tracking number to it so you can always check it. You can download that app on your phone. You're going to want to have awareness of where those titles are, because customers are going to want to know where their title is in the process. Our title department will handle all that paperwork for you. However, we do need an account to be able to put all that stuff in your name, and you be able to have record of it and whatever else. We don't want to lose any titles and stuff like that. And I'm going to get into document management and how to keep control of all that. And we also will keep copies of everything for you as well, so just in case you lose it and all that kind of stuff. So we got you covered on that. But you're going to need a FedEx account number before we can actually get you started, because there's a lot of paperwork. Provide a permanent contact mailing address. We need that only because in the event that we can't get a hold of you or whatever else, and we need to send documents to you, like if you're on vacation or if you're at the dentist or whatever else, and we need to send you an important document from the DMV, or get you a new title application or tag or whatever else, we need to know where to send that to. So just knowing what your permanent address is going to be, a PO box, be a family member, whatever, it doesn't matter, but we just need to have that contact information just to verify, have somebody who's there to sign for that kind of information. And then let's see here, provide a, so we need to register for Zelle. So Zelle is how you're going to send your doc fee to us. So whenever a customer pays you, and we'll go through all this during a transaction video. Whenever a customer pays you, their, the fee for the car. So let's say like you bought a car and you're going to charge them $5,000, and you're going to send us our doc fee for that processing. So we're going to send you, basically, you're going to charge them whatever you're going to charge them, and you're going to send us the money for the taxes for that customer and also the doc fee. So let's say like, you bought a car for $10,000, you registered in the state of Florida. There's an 8.5%, taxes, because you get your local and your state tax. And then our doc fee for state of Florida is $5.99, which I know seems like a lot, but actually the average doc fee in Florida is like $999. That's like $1,000. It's ridiculous. That doc fee covers temporary tags for that individual. It also covers title work, so they don't have to worry about uh, their title at all. We have a titling agency in Florida that will handle all their title work and get them a title application and vehicle registration application completed. And that will actually come to them in the mail via FedEx within 7 days of them completing the purchase, 7 to 10 days. We always tell our clients to tell their buyers 30 days. 'Cause in Florida, we have 30 days to get them a title. Sometimes there's issues with title work that comes from the auction. So the temporary tag is good for 30 days. I recommend you always telling your client that it's going to take up to 30 days. It never does to get them a title. Our team is pretty good about getting that done. So the Zelle is basically you will send us, and we'll go over the process for that. All of the fees associated with selling a car. Again, this doc fee is not for you to pay. This doc fee is for your customer to pay. Every time you buy a car, doesn't matter if you buy it at an auction or if you buy it at a dealership or whatever else. There's always going to be a title and documentation fee because it costs money to register a vehicle. You got to. I mean, we pay an agency to do it for us, so that it's done correctly and the paperwork is done right for the state. So just pass that cost on to the customer, and they understand that. So members shall have all payment and taxes documented. So we'll do the taxes on our side. When you send over your Zelle, and I will go over exactly how to do it, but we just need the last 8 digits of the VIN and the year, make, and model of the car. And it's very simple. When you actually do the paperwork for the car, it's all automated. So you'll fill out an Adobe PDF with the customer's information in it. You'll sign it. They'll sign it. We'll get a copy of it. We'll put it in the file. It's all auto DocuSign type thing. And then you'll send us a copy of the vehicle itself, the VIN number, and then a copy of the driver's license for the buyer. And then once we have that and the fees that are associated with that, like taxes and so forth, then we will process the title and get it to them. But we'll have a different video walking you through that process. This is, like I said, this is just an intro video to try to get you guys up to speed and warmed up. And then I do recommend that, if you're in the state of Florida or Alabama or wherever else, there's a couple of different dealership licensing courses. If you're an individual, you do not have to take that dealer licensing course. If you are a member, like you want to be a franchise owner, a part of our group, then you are required to do the dealership training in that state that we're going to set up your dealership with. So you're not required to as an individual. However, I do strongly recommend it because it does help you. It really gives you an idea of why we require the doc fee, why we require certain photos and stuff like that, why we require ID every time we do a dealership. Because I know, you guys are out there selling cars on Facebook, Craigslist, you're getting text messages, probably got some stuff on Instagram, you know some people at church, some people in your neighborhood, and you're just trying to wheel and deal and make a few dollars. Hey, man, been there, done that, love it. Absolutely love it. Want you to be successful. However, in order for us to maintain operations and keep a clean bill of health and don't get in trouble with the examiners and the state officials and the state in which the dealership's licensed, we have to have the right paperwork and we have to be compliant all the time. And we have a staff to help us with that. So you guys go out, sell as many cars as you can possibly get your hands on, right? And we'll take care of all the paperwork for you. So I know this, like I said, we were trying to do like a 25 minute intro video. I hope this was very helpful. Just to let you know, my personal cell phone number that you can call me on is area code 205-844-2025. 205-844-2025. You can call or text 205-844-2025, right? And also this 1-800 number right here, between the hours of 9 and 5, will go automatically to my phone. So you can leave a voicemail, or I don't think we can text on it. I think we can. I just don't know how to. But you can call that number. That's really for customers, but send me an email anytime. This right here comes to my personal phone too, and I'm always on the email. It's always easier. And then I will also be sending you guys out the Slack channel. Slack is just how we communicate between all the members and the team. If you have something real quick you want to throw up there, if you saw something cool or whatever, we show videos, articles, all kinds of stuff, videos and tools and stuff like that. Then you can just throw it in Slack. But I hope this has been informative and helpful. And like I said, I really look forward to you guys being a part of the team. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch the video. And we will definitely chat soon. All right, guys, take care.